Hi and welcome back to my second FIFA 14 upload. My first was the mighty Dortmund versus Milan, which you can see either on my channel or JJ KSI's channel. Me and a group of YouTubers, Nepenthes, Calfreezy, Tobias Gaming, Bateson87 and KSI, we all managed to get to record some gameplay at Gamescom, but unfortunately it wasn't on a camera, hence the quality not being up to the normal standard. There is a little bit of glare, which I hope you guys do not mind. But saying that, I hope you can still see how much the graphics have improved. Literally, like, when you kick the ball, you can see, they wouldn't have shown it there, but you can see the grass fly up and a bit of dirt fly up. It is freaking ridiculous. Like, I know I sound like I'm just bumming this game, but I wish I was like made to say this, but I genuinely feel like this. So I kind of haven't really said anything about the game so far, and as you can see, I'm in the second half of this game, and as I've said before, me and JJ have half of this game each. So if you haven't already seen the first two goals, which I'm sure you probably have, go check them out on his channel. I'm not going to go on about the same points as I did before in the last video in the Milan game. I just want to say again that this game, it genuinely feels incredible, and it is looking incredible as well, and it will be even better by the time it is released. I'm not sure what model this is, but they have said that it's not the final model, so it will be better. The ratings are not final as well, so do not start getting like angry about some ratings, or start thinking, oh, I'm going to get this player, because you don't actually know what he'll be like. And also the other thing is, you don't know what their strength will be, because strength in this game is so important. Like, you could get Aubameyang and he probably won't be great. I said it in the first game, he won't have that much strength, and people like Balotelli, I said again, he's just going to be insane. But as long as the EA really sort out the over the top through balls, because they are ridiculous. But like, I'm certain they will. They asked the other guys for their feedback, and they all said over the top balls are just too ridiculous. So they said they were going to fix them, which to me will mean that this game is so good. And I'm not sure if you've noticed throughout this gameplay, but there's been a few like nice cinematics, and actually right now this is perfect timing. There's no stoppage in this play, and if that ball on the left of him had come on the pitch, he would have actually walked over and kicked it off. And depending on if he is winning, that team is winning, he would have taken a little bit longer, and if he was losing, he'd run over and kick it off a bit faster. Which I think are just little things that just make the game so much better, because they're not actually that much effort, but there's some things that you just think to yourself, why have they not included them in the game in the first place? And now they actually have. And for the first time ever, the crowd is finally good. And as I'm saying this, I just missed an easy chance, son. But as I was saying, the crowd just looks so good, and if there's a goal or any chance kind of thing, it will zoom into the crowd, do a nice little cinematic, and you will actually see the extent of the graphics that they've gone to. Just like, it's so minor, but it just makes the game feel so much better. Just all these little things put together just make the game so good, and I'm so psyched to get my hands on the final copy of this game, like especially the next generation of FIFA on the Xbox One or PlayStation 4. That is just going to be unreal. By the time they release it, it's just going to be so good. I have no words to say how excited I am for this game. I'm way more psyched for this than I was for FIFA 13, and I did play that as well before it came out. And yeah, there's a little bit of scrappiness in this game, as you've probably seen, but you can kind of expect that a little bit with the worst teams, as these two are 4-star at the moment. They will probably change, or they might not, who knows, but it does mean their touches are a little bit worse, and it does make the game a little bit scrappier, which I kind of worry about for lower league teams, because it may mean that people stop using like championship teams and League One teams, because it is too ridiculous. But at the same time, I do feel like this game could really stop noobs from winning every game, or not every game, because that wouldn't really make them noobs, but if I feel like FIFA 13 could you could lose to a player that is a lot worse than you quite often. I know obviously you're not going to win every game against everyone worse than you. It is like real life where you can lose to someone worse than you. But this game, I feel like it involves a new level of skill, so it's not as easy to just be dominated and just get a lucky goal. Like, that will happen a lot still, but at the same time it will really separate serious FIFA players from people who just play it occasionally. And as I was saying earlier about the scrappiness, this is a prime example. There is a goal that no one would be proud to score, but I will still take it. So really, to sum this whole thing up, because this will be my last FIFA 14 video as a preview from Gamescom, we only managed to get 2 halves each. They did stop us from recording, so not even sure about this one, to be honest. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to play this. I'm so happy I got to play it now. We played it both generations, and it is just so much better on the next gen. And it is just a shame that we're going to have to wait so long for that to come out. And I'm pretty certain I know which console I'm getting. So I just want to ask you guys, if you are still listening, I wouldn't be surprised if you turn this off right now and you're just watching the video and you've got some music playing in the background. But what console will you guys end up getting, do you think? And that was a ridiculous shot. But it's coming up to the 94th minute, I think, and that is the end. So the final score was 3-1 to Schalke. Nothing really between them, a lot of scrappy goals. As I said, it may get scrappy, but as you can see here, I didn't get to show this in the first game, but these kind of screens are still very similar to the last one. There wasn't really much need to change them, so I think EA have they focused on the good points, and as you can see here, stats are still the same as before. So that's it for me. Be sure to go check out the other guys for teams you want to see. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and see ya.